Hello, dear students. Today we are going to read a story as well as we are going to see the explanation of the story line to line, which will help you to perform well in your exams. And also, you are going to gather so much knowledge. Also, you will be improving your English speaking if you are listening to the story, the whole story in English language only. That will enhance your listening skills as well as you will come to speaking as well. Okay, so the story is going to help you a lot, so be till the end and watch the video till the end and understand the explanation, the correct and total explanation of your chapter. So, the name of the chapter of this story is The Model Millionaire. The Model Millionaire is the chapter number 8 of your class Oxford English book. Okay, and today we are going to understand this story. So, let me tell you first of all who has written the story. That means who is the writer of the story. So, if I tell you about the writer of the story, then this story is written by Oscar Wilde. Okay, Oscar Wilde is the author of this story. So, Oscar Wilde has written this story. I hope now you got to know who is the writer of the story. Oscar Wilde is the writer of this story. And this story is all about the kindness, money, real richness, and a good heart. In this story, we are going to learn so many things and we are going to build up our confidence. Also, we will be building up our nature because we are going to learn so many nice things in this story. Because in this story we are going to learn, we will see that a person can be poor in money but the person should be rich in heart. Okay, let me give you the overview what we are going to learn in this story. So in this story we are going to learn about a main character of this story whose name is Hughie Erskine. Hughie Erskine, we are going to learn, and he is a very kind, but he is very poor. He's charming, he is good, handsome guy. So I want to say that Hughie Erskine, who is the main character of this story, is a young man, handsome, and also he is very kind. But unfortunately, he is poor. But then also his heart is very rich. He always helps poor people. He does not have a good job, then also he just wish to help every poor person whom he feels that he or she needs to be helped. Okay, let me tell you before beginning this chapter, let me tell you about the characters we are going to see in this story. So let me give you the overview about the characters of the story. Okay, then the first character of the story, as I have already told you, is Yuji Erskine. Or you can pronounce as at Yuji Erskine. Okay, but it's Yuji Erskine. So he is the main character of this story and he is the first main character. He is a young, handsome, and kind person. Okay, and if I talk about the second main character of this story, then the second main character of this story is Laura Martin. The second character of this story. Okay, so if I tell you about the Laura Martin, then Laura Martin is Yuji's girlfriend. Okay, she loves Yuji very much. She wants to marry him, but her father says you need money to marry my daughter. Now let's talk about the third character of this story is okay, and the third character of the story is Colonel Merton. Colonel Merton is the third character of the story, and Colonel Merton is the Laura's father. Okay, he is father of Laura. He is very strict man. He believes that money is important for marriage, and he asks Yuji to earn 10,000 pounds. Then only he is going to get her daughter married with him. And the fourth character of this story is Alan Trevor. Okay, Alan Trevor. We can say Alan Trevor. Alan Trevor. Okay. So Alan Trevor is Yuji's friend. Okay. Yuji has a friend and the friend name of Yuji is Alan Trevor. Alan Trevor is a painter. He paints pictures of people. Lots of pictures are being painted by Alan Trevor in the story and he helps the story move forward. And then if I talk about the main character, one more main character of the story is Baron Hosberg. Baron Hosberg. Okay, so Baron Hausberg is a very rich man. He is one of the richest man in Europe. In this story, he dresses like a poor beggar, but he is kind and very generous person. Okay, so my dear students, I have already told you about all the characters of the story. Okay, I think now you shouldn't have any kind of problem while you would be explaining the story. So, without any delay, now let's start reading the chapter and let's start understanding this story. Okay, so let me start reading it. This story contains words from old British money and references to finance. If you were a millionaire, how would you spend your money? Okay, so this story has some old British money words. Here, as you can see, old British money words. Old British money words means the money used in the old England. Those words have been used like pound. Pound is the money which has been used in old London. Okay, contains means this story has. This story has words from the old British money and references to finance. References means talk about the finance means money matters. This story talks about the money matters, means this story is based on the money. Now the chapter is asking us a question that if you were a millionaire, how would you spend your money? This is very simple, that if you had lot of money, how would you use it? If you are getting, suppose if you are a very rich person, then how you are going to spend means how you are going to use your money. So let me tell you, see, if I am a rich person, if I was a rich person, so I would spend my money by giving it to poor, by helping the poor people. I would love to help the poor people, the people who really need to be helped. I would surely spend my money in helping them. Okay, like this you also must have your own thought, so you have to do the comment, you have to write your thoughts in the comment section. You have to tell me what would you do of money if you were a millionaire, if you have lot of money, if you are the richest person, then what are you going to do with the money of yours? Okay, now this is the question and you need to answer it in the comment box. Okay, now let's see what the chapter is going to tell us about. Okay, unless one is wealthy, there is no use in being a charming fellow. Means if a person is not rich, wealthy means rich. Unless one is wealthy means if a person is not rich, then being handsome or charming is not very useful. Then no matter if the person is handsome at all, if the girl, if I talk about a girl and she hasn't money but she is very beautiful, then also it's of no use. Unless means if, okay, if not means if one is not wealthy, means if one is not rich, then being charming means being attractive or good looking is nothing. Romance is the privilege of the rich, not the profession of the unemployed. Privilege means a special right, profession means our job, and unemployed means a person without a job. So here we have to understand that love and romance are easy for rich people. Poor people without jobs cannot enjoy romance, means they are not made for poor people. The poor should be practical and prosaic. Practical means sensible and realistic. Means the author is saying that the poor people should be sensible. Practical means sensible and realistic. They should be aware of their reality. And they should be prosaic as well. Prosaic means simple, not dreamy. They shouldn't dream of anything. The poor should be practical and prosaic. It's better to have a permanent income than to be fascinating. Means it is better to have a fixed salary. Permanent income means fixed salary. It is better if we are having a fixed salary than to be fascinating. Fascinating means very attractive. Means it's not mandatory that if we are very much attractive, then we are going to be attracted by people, or then people are going to be attracted by us. What should we have is money. We should have money. We should have a fixed salary of our own. These are the great truths of modern life which Yuji Erskine, Yuji Erskine is the main character of the story, as I have already told you, never realized. Means these are important facts of today's life. This is the reality, but Yuji never understood the reality of today's. Poor Yuji, intellectually we must admit, he was not much importance. He was not of much importance. Means the writer is feeling so sorry for Yuji as he is very good, handsome, good looking, good hearted, but unfortunately he is poor. That is why the writer of the story is showing pittiness over the Yuji. Intellectually means by mind. Okay, Yuji was not very intelligent. It is saying that Yuji was not so intelligent. We must admit, means we should accept it that Yuji was not intelligent. He was not of much importance. Means he was not very smart, and nobody believed that has any kind of importance in anyone's life. He never said a brilliant or even an ill-natured thing in his life. That means he has never spoken very clever words. Means he was not clever, he was a very simple person. So he has never spoken very clever words. He was also never rude or bad because he was very good. Here the meaning of the brilliant is very clever. Okay, he was not clever, that's why he has not spoken any clever word. And ill natured means the person who is rude. So Yuji was not rude at all. But then he was wonderfully good looking with his crisp brown hair, his clear cut profile, and his grey eyes. That means Yuji was very handsome. He had neat brown hair, his face shape was perfect, and his eyes were grey. He was as popular with men as he was with women, and he had every accomplishment except that of making money. That simply means that both man and woman liked Yuji. He had many good qualities, but he did not know how to earn money. Unfortunately, he did not know seriously how to earn the money. Accomplishment means skill or quality. He was just lacking in having skill or quality. He did not have any kind of skill or quality. His father had bequeathed him his cavalry sword and a history of the Peninsular War in the 15 volumes. Means Yuji's father gave him two things, a soldier's sword and a history book set, but no money. He has not given him any money. The meaning of bequeathed means gave after that. Means after his dad, his father has given him two things, cavalry sword and volumes books. He has given. Yuji hung the first over his looking glass, put the second on a shelf between Ruff's Guide and Ballet's magazine, and lived on £200 a year that an old aunt allowed him. That means Yuji had no money, and what Yuji did of his father's things, he had just hung the first thing, the sword, over the mirror. Okay, and the second thing he has put on the shelf between two guides, Ruff's Guide and Ballet's magazine. And he used to live his life with the little amount of money that his aunt gave him every year. He had tried everything. He had gone on the stock exchange for 6 months. That means Yuji tried many jobs, but nothing worked. He has just all kind of work he had just done, but nothing worked to make him earn money. He had gone the stock exchange for 6 months, but what was a butterfly to do among bulls and bears? See, it means that Yuji has tried all the jobs. Yuji worked in the stock exchange for 6 months also. Stock exchange means a place where people buy and sell shares. Okay, that is a stock exchange. He has done this job also for 6 months. But he was not suitable for this job. And why he was not suitable for doing this job? Because he was not clever. He was too soft and gentle for the world of money. Here, as you can see, this phrase has been given, bull and bears. Means what a butterfly. Butterfly here he is being called like a butterfly. As butterfly is soft, so UG is also very soft and gentle person, so he can't, he cannot bear bulls and bears. That means he can't stay for long between the strong peoples and tough business peoples. He had been a tea merchant for a little longer, but had soon tired of Paco and Sochong. Tea merchant means tea sailor. See how hardworking Yuji was. Yuji worked as a tea sailor also, but he soon became bored of this work also. Okay, he was bored of doing this work. And these words Pico and Sochong, they are the type of teas. Okay, the quality of teas. Then he had tried selling dry sherry. That did not answer. The sherry was a little too dry. That means after that Yuji tried selling wine also. Wine. Okay. Sherry is a kind of wine. This the means of sherry is wine. But this business also failed. People did not like the wine which was being sold by Yuji. Ultimately, he became nothing, a delightful, ineffectual young man with a perfect profile and no profession. That simply means that in the last, what happened at last, Yuji had no job at all. He was kind, pleasing, but he was useless in earning money. He had a handsome face but no career. Perfect profile means he has a handsome face. He was good looking, but he has no profession, he has no career. Ultimately means in the end. Okay, and he was ineffectual young man. Ineffectual means not successful. He wasn't successful man. To make matters worse, he was in love. The girl he loved was Laura Merton, the daughter of retired colonel who had lost his temper and his digestion in India, and had never found either of them again. That simply means to make matter worse. To make matter worse means to make the situations bad. Life became more difficult for Yuji now. But what happened? Suddenly he was also in love. And the girl whom he used to love, and the name of that girl was Laura Merton. Laura Merton. Who was Laura Merton? She was the daughter of a retired colonel. Okay, as I have already told you the name of the colonel, okay? He was the retired colonel and she was the daughter of that. So simply as I can say, the girl's name was Laura Merton. Her father was a retired army officer. Colonels are those people like army officer people. And her father became unhealthy and angry in India while he was living in India, and he has lost his digestion means he had become unhealthy and never found either of them again. Means the two things, the softness and his digestion which he has lost in the India, he has never become calm or healthy again. He has never found those two things again in life. Laura adored him and he was ready to kiss her shoestrings. Means Laura loved Yuji very much and Yuji loved her deeply and respected her. Here, the meaning of this phrase, kiss her shoestrings, means he used to love her deeply and humbly. They were the handsomest couple in London and had not a penny piece between them. That means they were the very good looking and the most good perfect couple of London, but they had no money at all. Both of them did not have any money. Penny pieces are, we are saying right now. Here we are talking about the money. Colonel was very fond of Yuji but would not hear of any engagement. That means Laura's father, Colonel, he used to like Yuji. He liked Yuji a lot. But whenever they talk about being married, whenever they talk about doing engagement, that time he did not agree for their marriage. Fond of means liked someone. Okay, to like someone. Fond of, he used to like Yuji right now. Here we are talking about. Come to me, my boy, when you have got £10,000 of your own. And we will see about it, he used to say. That means the colonel, Laura's father, said to Yuji that come back when you earn 10,000 pounds of your own. When you are having 10,000 pounds in your pocket, then I will think about your marriage. But before that, he is not going to get both of them marriage. And Yuji looked very glum in those days. Glum means sad, okay? And Yuji used to be very sad those days and had to go to Laura for consolation. Consolation means to get comfort, he used to go to Laura as he was very sad those days. One morning, as he was on his way to Holland Park where the Mertons lived, means one morning when he was going to Holland Park, Holland Park is the place where Mertens lived. Mertens used to live. Okay, so he was going there. So one morning he dropped in to see a great friend of his, Alan Trevor. Alan Trevor, about Alan Trevor, as I have already told you, that Alan Trevor is his friend. Okay, so one morning, Yuji was going to Holland Park. So the merchant family, the Merton family, used to live to Holland Park. So on the way, he stopped to meet his close friend, whose name is Alan Trevor. Trevor was a painter. Painter means a person who makes paintings. So Trevor, his friend, was a painter. Indeed, few people escape that nowadays. Nowadays, many people become painters, very few people avoid it. Indeed means really. Nowadays, these days, escape means avoid. But he was also an artist, and artists are rather rare. That means Alan was not just a painter, he was a true artist. Real artists are very rare, means they are found very rarely, not common. Personally, he was a strange, rough fellow with a freckled face and red, ragged beard. However, when he took up the brush, he was a real master. That means, as a person, Alan was strange and rough. Means he used to be he used to be not neat. He used to live just normally, naturally. He was a rough person. But when Alan used to start doing painting, he became excellent. He was the real master, and his pictures were eagerly sought after. Sought after means wanted very much. Means when he used to do the paintings, then his pictures were in demand that time. He had been very much attracted by Yuji at first. It must be acknowledged entirely on account of his personal charm. That means Alan liked Yuji from the beginning. Means when he saw Yuji for the first time, he started liking him. He started liking him. And he liked him because Yuji was very charming and handsome. The only people a painter should know, he used to say, are people who are stupid and beautiful. Painter, the Allen, used to say that the people whom should be known by the painter should be those people who are very stupid and beautiful too. People who are an artistic pleasure to look at and an intellectual repose to talk to. People who are an artistic pleasure to look at and an intellectual repose to talk to. Means Alan used to say this often that he believed painters should meet beautiful people only. Such people look nice to painter. They are simple to talk to. Means he will talk to those people who are very handsome, good looking. Men who are dandies and women who are darlings rule the world. At least they should do so. That means Alan believed that the handsome man and lovely woman rule the world. Everyone likes those girls who are beautiful and those boys who are good looking. Dandize means stylish. Okay. However, after he got to know Yuji, means after knowing Yuji, However, after knowing Yuji better, he liked him quite as much for his bright, buoyant spirits and his generous, reckless nature and had given him the permanent entry to his studio. That means after some time, Alan knew Yuji better and he liked Yuji very much. He liked Yuji because he was always happy. He was kind and generous. Yuji was kind and generous and he was always happy. So Alan allowed Yuji to come to his studio at any time. The meaning of the word reckless is careless with money. As Yuji was already very careless because he had no money to spend. When Yuji came in, he found Trevor putting the finishing touches to a wonderful life size picture of a beggar man. Means when Yuji entered the studio of Alan, that time Alan was completing a painting and he was painting of a beggar. The painting was of a beggar and the painting was as big as a real person. Means suppose if the painting was of that same height as we are. Life size picture means as the same height picture of the persons. The beggar himself was standing on a raised platform in a corner of the studio. Means the beggar whom Alan was being painted in the painting, he was standing on a high platform, means corner of the studio. At the corner of the studio, he was standing. The beggar himself was standing there. He was a wizened old man with a face like wrinkled parchment and the most piteous expressions. Means the beggar was very old, his face was full of wrinkles. He looked very sad or poor. Wizened means very old and thin. The beggar was really very thin and very old. Wrinkled means he was full of lines. He was having wrinkles. Parchment means dry old paper. He was looking like a dry old paper here. The speaker wants to say that. Over his shoulders was flung a coarse brown cloak, all tears and tatters. His thick boots were patched and cobbled, and with one hand he leaned on a rough stick, while with the other he held out his battered head for arms. Means the beggar was wearing a rough brown color coat, and the coat was torn and old. Coarse means rough, okay? And he was wearing the coat which he was wearing was of brown color and was torn and very old. And the beggar's shoes, okay? Boots means shoe. Boots, as you can see, the word is written here. Boots means shoes. The beggar's shoes were very old. They were repaired many times. Cobbled means they were being repaired many times by the cobbler. And the beggar used to have a stick, okay, a stick on the hand. With the other hand he has his old battered hat. Battered means old and damaged hat. He used to have on the other hand for alms. Alms means money given to poor people. The money which we give to poor people, that is known as alms. So he used to have that. What an amazing model, whispered Yuji as he shook hands with his friend. Means Yuji spoke very softly to his friend and he said the beggar was perfect model. How nice he was looking. He shook his hand with the Alan. The meaning of the word whispered means to speak softly with someone. An amazing model, shouted Trevor at the top of his voice. That means Alan Trevor, who was Yuji's friend, he shouted very loudly and he repeated Yuji's word with excitement, as Yuji has already said that how amazing the model is. So he was also repeating his words. I should think so. Such beggars as he are not to be met with every day. Miss Allen said yes. He is really amazing. Such beggars are very rare. We don't find such kind of beggars right now in our daily life. They are not seen daily. A find, my dear, a find, my dear, a living Velasquez, my stars. Miss Allen said the beggar was a great discovery. A fine, my dear, he was a great discovery. Velasquez means a living painter. Here, the famous painter name is Velasquez. My stars, what an etching Rembrandt would have made of him. Miss Allen shouted great excitement and he said another great artist would love to draw him. Poor old chap, said Hughie. How miserable he looks. Now, this line is from Hughie's side, and Hughie is saying that how poor and old chap means Hughie wants to say for the beggar how old and weak he is. How miserable he looks means how poor he is looking. Very sad. Miserable means very sad. He is looking very sad. He was talking about that poor beggar. But I suppose to you, his face is his fortune. Means Yuji said that for painters that beggar's face is very valuable. It helps them to earn money because. Certainly, replied Trevor, you don't want a beggar to look happy, do you? Certainly means yes, of course. Alan agreed. He said yes, of course. He said a beggar should look sad. A happy beggar is not good for art. He was saying that a beggar should be looking sad. Happy beggar, good looking beggar is not used for making arts. How much does a model get for sitting? Asked Yuji as he found himself a comfortable seat on the divan. Now Yuji asked how much money the model gets, means the models like a poor beggar. How much money do they take from the painter, Alan Trevor? Because he has already sat comfortably on the sofa. Divan means sofa. A shilling an hour. See, shilling is old British coin. As I have already told you that in this story we will be learning so many money regarding words. Okay, so shilling is that word. This word is related to money. The money, the old British coin. Okay, so the Alan replied to that UG that whenever a model comes and he takes a shilling for sitting for an hour, a model gets 1 shilling every hour. If he is sitting, if the model is sitting for an hour, then he is going to get 1 shilling. A shilling means 1 shilling for an hour, for 1 hour. And how much do you get for your picture, Ellen? Now Yuji asked Ellen how much money he earns for a picture. Okay, for your picture, for the picture he is painting. How much money does Alan get for that? Oh, for this I get 2,000 pounds. Okay, now Ellen said that he will get 2,000 pounds for those pictures. Now Yuji asked him. Yuji shocks. Pounds means he asks, do you get pounds? Yuji asks if he is getting the pounds money because he also has to, earn 10,000 pounds according to the Laura's father because Laura's father want him to get 10,000 pounds for getting him married. So now this line is from Alan's side. Alan said to UG while asking about the monies that what do they get of their painting. So he replied to him that guineas. Painters, poets, and physicians always get guineas. Guineas means old British gold coins. So Alan told to UG that painters, poets, and physicians they get guineas for their work. Well, I think the model should have a percentage, cried Yuji, laughing. They work quite as hard as you do. Now Yuji says to Alan that the beggars should also have some share from your money. And he laughed while saying, as here it is written, cried Yuji laughing, means while saying he laughed. Nonsense. Nonsense. Why look at the trouble of laying on the paint alone and standing all day long at one's ease? It's all very well, Yuji, for you to talk, but I assure you that there are moments when an art almost attains to the dignity of manual labor. But you must not chatter. I am very busy. Keep quiet. Now Alan said that this idea is foolish. This is nonsense and silly idea. And Alan also said that painting is very hard work and painters stand for many hours. Laying on the paint means painting. Alan also said sometimes art feels like hard physical work. But Alan also told Yuji to stop talking and he said, you will not understand. He wanted silence to work. After some time, the servant came in and told Trevor that the frame maker wanted to speak to him. Means after some time, after a moment, a servant entered and he told Alan that someone who makes frames, means frame maker who makes frame, wants to talk to Alan. Don't run away, Yuji, he said as he went out. I will be back in a moment. After the servant came and told Alan about the frame maker who wants to meet to Alan, Alan told Yuji before going that do not need to run from here. He was saying to Yuji and he went out and he said, I will be back, means I will be coming within a moment. The old beggar man took advantage of Trevor's absence to rest for a moment on a wooden bench that was behind him. Means when Alan Trevor went out, the old beggar used this time to rest and he sat on the wooden bench behind him. He looked so forlorn and wretched that Yuji could not help pitying him and felt in his pockets to see what money he had. It means the beggar was looking very, very sad. Wretched and forlorn means very sad and lonely. Wretched means we can also say that poor, very poor and unhappy person. So the beggar looked very sad and very poor and very unhappy that Yuji felt sorry for him and Yuji can't stop himself to help him. And he checked into his pockets for the money what he had so that he might help the poor. All he could find was a sovereign and some coppers. Means Yuji had very little money. He only had one gold coin and some small coins. Sovereign is also a British old coin. Okay. Poor old fellow, he thought to himself, he wants it more than I do, but it means no handsomes. It means no handsomes for a fortnight, and he walked across the studio and slipped the sovereign into the beggar's hand. That means Yuji thought the beggar needed the money more than him, and he knew that he would not be able to take a cab for 2 weeks with that money. And Yuji went near the beggar. He quietly gave him the gold coin. Without saying anything, he just slipped the coin into the beggar's hand. The old man started, and faint smile flitted across his withered lips. Thank you, sir, he said. Thank you. Withered, here the word withered means dry and old. So the old beggar was surprised after seeing this good deed of Yuji, and a small smile came on his old lips. And the beggar thanked Yuji politely. He said, thank you, sir, thank you. Then Trevor arrived and Yuji took his leave, blushing a little at what he had done. Miss Allen came back after meeting from the frame maker. Yuji left the studio because he was feeling very shy and little embarrassing because he has given the money to the old beggar. He spent the day with Laura, got a charming scolding for his extravagance, and had to walk home. Then Yuji spent time with Laura, and Laura gently scolded him for spending money because he had no money for a cab, so he walked to home. That night, he strolled into the Palette Club about 11 o'clock and found Trevor sitting by himself. Means at night, Yuji went to a club and it was around 11 o'clock and he saw Ellen sitting alone there. Strolled means walked slowly. Well, Ellen, did you get the picture finished all right? He said. Then Yuji asked Ellen if he had completed his painting properly or not. Finished and framed, my boy, answered Trevor. Trevor said that it has been finished, also, it had been framed. And by the by, you have made a conquest. Miss Ellen added something extra, and he said Yuji has impressed someone very much. Made a conquest. Conquest means won someone's liking, to win someone's heart, to make someone happy. That old model you saw is quite devoted to you. Now Alan said to the Yuji that the old beggar likes Yuji a lot now. He feels grateful and attached to Yuji. Devoted means very fond. Whenever we like something, that is called fond. So the beggar is now devoted to Yuji. And he is also very thankful to him. I had to tell him all about you, who you are, where you live, what your income is, what prospects you have. Miss Allen told the beggar everything about Yuji. He told him Yuji's name, he told him where Yuji's live, he told him how much money Yuji earns. He also told him about Yuji's future chances. Prospects mean about future chances or hopes, what Yuji wants to do in the future. Alan had told that's all the things to that old beggar. My dear Alan, cried Yuji, I shall probably find him waiting for me when I go home, but of course you are only. Means here Yuji laughed and spoke loudly. He joked that the beggar may follow him home. He was thinking that the beggar can follow me towards my home, but of course you are only joking. Means he said in this a very light and funny way. Poor old Raj means the poor old person. I wish I could do something for him. Yuji says that I wish I would be able to do something for him to help him. I think it is dreadful that anyone should be so miserable. Means Yuji feels it very hard that someone lives in a such pain. Miserable means very unhappy. I have got heaps of old clothes at home. Do you think he would care for any of them? Why his rags were falling to bites. Now Yuji says that he has many old clothes and he asks if the beggar would like them or not. Yuji also says that the beggar's clothes are torn, they are almost destroyed so that Yuji can help him now. But he looks splendid in them, said Trevor. I wouldn't paint him in a frock coat for anything. Now Ellen says that the beggar looks good in those clothes. And Ellen also says that he would never paint him in a good clothes. He wants to paint him as a beggar. What you call rags, I call romance. What seems poverty to you is just equinus to me. However, I'll tell him of your offer. Now Yuji sees only poor life and Ellen sees a beautiful picture. Ellen agrees to tell the beggar about Yuji's offer of clothes. That Yuji, Ellen says to Yuji that I will surely tell him that you are offering about the clothes for him. Ellen said, Yuji, seriously, you painters are a heartless lot. Means Yuji says that artists have no feelings. He says this very seriously. An artist hurt is his head, replied Trevor. Then Trevor told Yuji that artists think with the mind only, not with the emotions. And besides, our business is to realize the world as we see it, not to reform, not to reform it as we know it. Means Allen says that artists show the world in art and they do not try to change the world. To each his own. And now tell me how Laura is. The old model was quite interested in her. Now Ellen asks him, and Ellen changed the topic and he asks about Laura. Ellen says the beggar wanted to know about Laura. You don't mean to say you talked to him about her, said Yuji. Certainly I did. He knows all about relentless Colonel, the lovely Laura, and 10,000 pounds. Alan says that, yeah, I have already told him, and the beggar now knows all about yourself, about the relentless means strict, not soft corner, and about lovely Laura, and about the 10,000 pounds that you need. You told that old beggar all my private affairs, cried Yuji, looking very red and angry. Now Yuji becomes very angry after knowing that Alan had already told to the beggar about all his personal life, and he asks why Alan shared his personal life with the beggar. His face turns red with anger. My dear boy, said Trevor, smiling, that old beggar, as you call him, is one of the richest men in Europe. Now Alan says to Yuji that, my dear boy, why are you taking tension about all the things? The beggar which you have met in the morning in the studio, he is one of the richest men of Europe. Means the beggar with whom Yuji has met in the studio is one of the richest men in Europe. He could buy all London tomorrow without overdrawing his account. That means Alan says the man which you have seen, the beggar man, you call him as a beggar, but he is not beggar in actual. He is that man. He is so rich that he could buy the whole city of London. Still, he would have money left. He has a house in every capital, dines off gold plates, and can prevent Russia going to war when he chooses. Means the man has houses in many big cities. He eats food in gold plates. He is so powerful that he can stop wars also. What on earth do you mean? Exclaimed Yuji. What on earth is a phrase here and expression of surprise. This is showing expression of surprise. Yuji is shocked and confused and he asks Alan what Alan is saying in actual. What I say, said the Trevor, the old man you saw today in the studio was Baron Horsburgh. Means Alan told him, and Alan reveals the truth that the beggar was actually the Baron Horsburgh, the richest man in Europe. What was the name of that old beggar man? He was not beggar in actual. The name of that man was Baron Horsburgh. He is a great friend of mine. Alan says that he is one of my great friend, buys all my pictures, and he is the person who buys all the pictures painted by Alan and that sorts of things, and gave me a commission a month ago to paint him as a beggar. Mies Baron Hasburg is Alan's close friend and he buys Alan's painting and he asks Alan to paint him as a beggar. Mies the Baron Hasburg wished to see him as a beggar and he gave the commission to Alan to show him to paint him as a beggar. What can you do? The fantasy of millionaire. And I must say he made a magnificent figures in his rags, or perhaps I should say in my rags. They are an old suit I got in Spain. Now, here, as it is written, what can you do? The fantasy of a millionaire. So, the word fantasy means imagination. Now, Alan says that rich people do strange things. This was just the rich man's idea to paint him as a beggar. And I must say, he made a magnificent figure in his rags, or perhaps I should say, in my rags. They are an old suit I got in Spain. Now, Alan says the Baron looked perfect as a beggar. The clothes were actually Alan's old clothes. Magnificent means very impressive. He was looking very impressive in the old rag suit. And the meaning of the word rags here is means torn clothes. The clothes which are torn are known as rags. Baron Hasburg cried Yuji, good heavens, I gave him a sovereign. Now Yuji shouts in shock that he cannot believe that the old beggar was actually Baron Hosberg. And he says that he realizes he gave him a money and he sank into an armchair, the picture of dismay. Now Yuji sits down suddenly and he looks shocked and upset. Dismay means he looks shocked and sadness comes over his face. Sank means he sat heavily. Gave him a sovereign, shouted Trevor, and he burst into a roar of laughter. Now Alan shouts and laughs loudly, and he says that you have given sovereign to such a rich person. He finds the situation very funny. That's why he just keep on laughing. My dear boy, you will never see it again. Now Alan says Yuji will not get the money back. His business is other people's money. He was saying that Baron deals with other people's money. Money is his work basically because he is the most richest person in the Europe. I think you might have told me, Alan, said Yuji sulkily, and not have let me make such a fool of myself. Now Yuji feels upset and unhappy, and Yuji says to Alan that Alan should have told him earlier. Yuji feels embarrassed right now and he thinks he has really acted foolishly. The meaning of the word sulkily here is unhappy. Well, to begin with, Yuji said Trevor, it never entered my mind that you went about distributing arms in that reckless way. Now Alan starts explaining calmly. He says he never thought that Yuji would give money like this to someone. He did not expect Yuji to give charity so freely. Arm means charity. And reckless means without thinking. Means Alan tried to make Yuji understand one thing that I couldn't remember. I didn't know that you are just giving charity without thinking to anyone. I can understand you're admiring a pretty model, but you're giving money to an ugly one. By job, no. Now Alan says that he can understand liking a beautiful model, but giving money to an ugly one surprised him. Besides, the fact is that I really was not at home today to anyone. Now Alan says the truth. He was not supposed to meet anyone that day. And when you came in, I didn't know whether Hosberg would like his name mentioned. You know, he wasn't in full dress. Means when Yuji came, Alan was unsure and he did not know if the Baron Hosberg wanted his name spoken to Yuji or not. That's why he did not let Yuji know about him. What a duffer he must think me, said Yuji. Now Yuji feels really embarrassing and he thinks that the Baron Hosberg must think that he is a stupid guy. Duffer means a foolish person. Not at all. Alan immediately says no, the Baron does not think badly of Yuji. He was in the highest spirits after you left. Means after Yuji left the studio, the Baron was very happy, kept chuckling to himself and rubbing his old wrinkled hands together. Means the Baron kept smiling softly after Yuji went out the studio and he rubbed his hand happily. I couldn't make out why he was so interested to know all about you. But I see it all now. Means Alan did not understand earlier that why the Baron wanted to know more about Yuji. Now he understands the reason that Yuji had given the money to him. That's why he has been impressed by Yuji and that is why he was asking about Yuji a lot. He will invest your sovereign for you, Yuji, pay you the interest every 6 months and have a capital story to tell after the dinner. Now Baron will use Yuji's coin wisely. Alan says this, and he will put it into the business. And the Baron will give the extra money regularly twice a year after 6 months. That means the Baron will enjoy telling this story. It would be a good story for guests. I'm an unlucky devil, growled Yuji. The best thing I can do is to go to bed. And my dear Alan, you must not tell anyone. I shouldn't dare show my face in the row. Now Yuji feels unlucky. He says that I am an unlucky devil. That means Yuji feels unlucky. He speaks in an angry and sad way. Growled means in an angry way he has spoken the word. Okay. And then Yuji says sleeping is better now. He wants to forget everything. Yuji requests Ellen he wants this to remain as a secret, and Yuji feels very embarrassed. He cannot face the society. Here, the word raw is having the meaning society. Nonsense. It reflects the highest credit on your philanthropic spirit, Yuji. And don't run away. Stay and you can talk about Laura as much as you like. Now Alan says that don't be silly. Nonsense means Alan says that don't be silly. He says Yuji's act was very good. It shows that Yuji is a kind and helpful person. Highest credit means it is showing that Yuji has a good heart. And Alan invites Yuji to stay and he allows him to talk freely about Laura. He says, now, as much as you want, you can talk about Laura to me. However, Yuji wouldn't stop but walked home feeling very unhappy and leaving Alan Trevor in fits of laughter. Means Yuji does not listen to Alan. He goes home very sadly. Alan keeps laughing loudly. He finds the situation very funny and at the same time Yuji has laughed. The next morning, as he was at breakfast, the servant brought him up a card on which was written Monsieur Gustave Nodin on behalf of Emily Baron Horsburgh. Now, next day, while Yuji was eating breakfast, the servant came with a visiting card to him, and the card has a name. The visitor has come for Baron Horsburgh, and the name was written of Baron Horsburgh. I suppose he has come for an apology, said Yuji to himself, and he told the servant to show the visitor up. Yuji thinks the man has come to say listen sorry from Yuji. Himself, and Yuji asks the servant to bring the visitor inside. The visitor that has been sent by Baron Horsburgh, he calls him inside his room. An old gentleman with gold spectacles and grey hair came into the room and said, in a slight French accent, have I the honor of addressing Monsieur Erskine Yuji Bod? That means that an elderly man, old gentleman mean an elderly man enters the room and he wears a golden glasses. And the man speaks very politely to Yuji and he asks if Yuji is Mr. Erskine. Because Yuji's full name was Yuji Erskine, right? So he was asking, am I talking to Yuji, Mr. Erskine? Then Yuji bowed means Yuji bent his head politely. He shows respect to that person, and bowed means he was saying, yeah, you are talking to Yuji. I have come from Baron Hausberg, he continued. The Baron means the old gentleman. The old gentleman says that he has come from Baron Hausberg's side. Okay, the Baron means he started speaking about the Baron but stopped suddenly. He just said the Baron, nothing else. I beg, sir, that you will offer him my sincerest apologies, stammered Yuji. Now Yuji feels nervous and ashamed, and he asks the man to say sorry to the Baron from Yuji's side. What he had done for, he wants to be apologetic towards Baron Horsburgh. The Baron said, the old gentleman with a smile commissioned me to bring you this letter, and he extended a sealed envelope. Means the man smiles calmly and he again speaks about the Baron, and the Baron asked him to deliver a letter to Yuji. Commission means officially asked to do a job. He has commissioned the old man to perform a job to give the closed envelope, sealed envelope to Yuji. He gives the Yuji a closed envelope. Sealed means closed envelope. On the outside was written a wedding present to Yuji, it's Yuji Erskine and Laura Merton from an old beggar, and inside was a check for £10,000. That means on the envelope a message was written, and it was written like the letter is a wedding gift from an old beggar's side to both the person Yuji and Laura. And inside the envelope was a check. The amount was of £10,000. See, this was the check given by Baron Hosberg to Yuji, and Baron has given this check as a wedding gift to both of them. When they were married, Alan Trevor was the best man, and the Baron made a speech at the wedding breakfast. Now, after Yuji and Laura got married, Alan Trevor helped him in their in his wedding. So the best man means groom's main helper was Alan. Alan has really helped Yuji to make him visited with the Baron Hosberg. So he was his helper here, and the Baron also comes to the wedding, and he has given a speech at the meal. Millionaire models, remarked Alan, are rare enough, but by Jove, model millionaires are rarer still. Now, Alan says that rich people acting as models are rare because Baron Hosberg was a real person, was a rich person, and also he was just performing. He wanted him to be painted as a beggar. So, such people are really rare. And Allen says that kind millionaires are even rarer. He praises the Baron Hosberg's kindness because Baron is really a kind person. He has helped Yuji a lot, Yuji and Laura, both to get married. And this story has been written by Oscar Wilde. The story is really nice. How did you like the story? You can comment me about it. This story teaches us a really big lesson. Yuji was kind even when he was poor, then also he always wanted to help the poor people. His kindness was rewarded. And as his kindness was rewarded, so he was being rewarded with the money he needed to be married with his favorite girl, Laura. So, in this story, we have really learned a great lesson with the help of this story. We have learned about a model, a millionaire model, but even the millionaire, the richest man of the Europe, was really kind. So, we have learned about the kindness, and we also learned that we should be kind in each and every situation, whomever we are meeting. So, we should be really kind. We should always try to help someone. If it is possible to help someone, then nothing can be more better than this task. We should really be helpful. So, students, this was the model Millionaire by Oscar Wilde, and this story teaches us one of the very important lesson that kindness is more valuable than money. Yuji was poor, but his heart was rich, and he helped the beggar without thinking of himself. God and life always reward true kindness. In the end, Yuji got love, respect, and happiness also. So, the moral of the story is that kindness never goes waste. What we give from the heart always comes back to us. If you like this explanation, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next lesson. Till the time, take care, everyone. Bye.